our CEO, his name's Craig Swensrud. He was the old CMO of Salesforce, and Craig and I have worked together for a long time. What we were trying to solve for was how can we build more brand awareness with our target audience, which is VPs of demand gen and CMOs at B2B companies who use Salesforce, and how do we look big and really build out a robust content machine that's like respected and people start to go to us as kind of the source of truth for thought leadership around B2B sales and marketing, not just our product, but the space in general. So we kind of asked ourselves, like, what's the next big channel? And podcasts were at the top of our list of like, people love podcasts. We all have our podcasts that like we listen to religiously. We felt like it would open up this door for all this content because we could have video clips and sound clips and pictures of our in-studio interviews. So that was kind of at the top of our list for something that felt like innovative and new and attention grabbing, which is how we want to be perceived as marketers here at Qualified. We had never produced a podcast before. Craig and I looked at each other and we were like, this is cool. Like, because we don't want to be any old boring marketer. We want to do things that are like cutting edge and cool, and we want to be seen as innovators and disruptors. There's so much that comes from the show that you can't necessarily quantify on a report or dashboard, but there's networking that's happened. There are like big hitters in the space who wanted to connect with our CEO afterwards because we've gotten on their radar. There are new technology partnerships that have emerged from it, from guests we've had on the show. There is this like referral word of mouth, like you were on demand Gen Visionaries, have you worked with Qualified? It's been incredible, not just because of the content that we produce, but there's been this like halo effect of all of these like connections and all of this buzz that's come from the show. Our CRO loves Demand Gen Visionaries because he is a networker and he sees the power of the podcast in a way that maybe some sales leaders wouldn't. Our sales leader loves it because it's kind of like a hook to get deals in the door. We also will invite contacts that are in pipeline accounts to join us on the podcast. So we've had a lot of folks who have joined us before they became a customer, but we say like, wow, you're a thought leader in this space. And it's authentic, it's genuine. We get to sell to these really incredible marketers. And then one step beyond that, our chief customer officer loves it because we invite customers onto the podcast too. And to this day, Sean and Craig, our co-founders, were like, that's the best thing we ever did. That's the best thing we ever spent money on. It helped us build credibility as a business. It helped us build up this content machine. All of a sudden, we have all of this tier one content with these tier one guests. To us, it feels like the show's on autopilot because we're not worrying about the show production. We have the space to think about like, how do we market it and get the most out of each episode? This was a critical part of us building credibility and building up our content machine, which has been really fun. And it's so cool that we're at 50 episodes, 50,000 downloads. I know had I tried to launch a podcast, it would not have hit 50 episodes. It's a ton of work. So it's been a great investment. And we're going to keep doing it for seasons and seasons to come.